Speaking of Trinity College.
Hi guys, it's Tori.
And Nathan.
And we are coming at you today with a video directed toward those of you who are planning a trip to Ireland and have an extra day to see Dublin.
Right. So we were there for 7 days of travel throughout the country of Ireland, and we wanted to see stuff all over the country, so we only had 1 day to spend in Dublin. So we want to tell you about how we spent that 1 day.
So in this video, we're going to go over how we spent our 1 day in Dublin, things that we're happy that we saw, and then also things that we wish we had done differently, or if we could redo it, that we would do differently.
So the 3 specific things that we wanted to see that day in Dublin was, number 1, Trinity College, number 2, Dublin Castle, and number 3, the Guinness factory, or the Guinness Storehouse. So we started the day out by landing really early on Sunday in Dublin, around 6 a.m. We got our rental car, we headed out to downtown Dublin, we walked around for a while, got some breakfast, and then we hit the first tour at Trinity College. After that, we went out and got some lunch and some caffeine, which was much needed, and then we headed over to Dublin Castle for the afternoon. After that, we got some dinner, and then after dinner, we went to the Guinness Storehouse to end our day in Dublin.
And then we were asleep by 8:30 because it had been a long day.
We had been awake for like 30-something hours by the time 8:30 rolled around, so we weren't going to stay up late that night.
No. So obviously your flight may come in a different schedule than ours did, so just adapt our itinerary and our outline of how we did the day to fit your schedule.
Trinity College was founded in 1592 and is the oldest university in Ireland. Besides the historical significance of Trinity College, they also have several things there that are worth seeing of their own right. Number 1 is the Book of Kells. This is an ancient manuscript that is a Bible translated by Irish monks in the 9th century, and it's one of the most well-preserved documents from that age. One of the other really cool things to see at Trinity College is the Long Room. This is part of their library. The entirety of the library holds over 6 million documents, although the Long Room is specifically all of the really old documents that they have there. And they're famous for having a unique classification system for their books. Instead of using the Dewey Decimal System or one of the other systems, they order their books by weight and width. You may also recognize the Long Room from a few famous movies. It was used as the inspiration in Star Wars Attack of the Clones for the archives of the Jedi Temple, which, as a Star Wars fan myself, I found fascinating.
At the time that we went, which was May 2018, the tours were offered every 20 minutes starting at 9:15 a.m. and going until 4 o'clock p.m. The tours are student-led and take 35 minutes approximately to complete and end with them dropping you off at the long room in the library and seeing the Book of Kells. It costs €14 for a tour and for admission to see the Book of Kells.
So after seeing Trinity College, we went out to a Starbucks. We pumped ourselves up with caffeine, got a little bit to eat, and then we headed over to our Airbnb to drop off our bags. After that, we spent the afternoon going out to see Dublin Castle. Now, let me preface this with just saying, if you're interested in seeing Dublin Castle, it is definitely a really cool thing to go see. It's a lot of history and a lot of really cool buildings, but it may not be the traditional castle that you're imagining. So if you wanted to go see a really cool castle that's on top of a hill, surrounded by green fields, and you can climb the battlements and you imagine soldiers fighting medieval wars, this is not the castle that you want to go see.
So if you go see Dublin Castle, you can either do a guided tour or a self-guided tour. The guided tour costs €10, or for a student €8, and the self-guided tour is €7 or €6 for a student. If you do the guided tour, you get to see 2 extra things. You get to see the Viking excavation and you get to see the Royal Chapel, which are both really beautiful, and you don't see that if you just do the self-guided tour. If you choose to do the guided tour, it lasts for about 70 minutes and you get to learn a lot more about the history and see the other unique and neat sights that you wouldn't be able to see just on your own otherwise.
After seeing Dublin Castle, we headed out and got some supper, and then we headed over to the Guinness factory, or the Guinness Storehouse. This is the most popular tourist attraction in all of Ireland. It gets the most visitors per year out of any other site in Ireland.
Yeah, the Guinness factory is really neat for all different types of ages, very entertaining. It's at least 7 stories tall, full of, it's a self-guided tour that you go through that walks you through the different steps of how they make the Guinness, starting from how they grow the barley all the way up to it being brewed and how they brew it and the whole process.
Each ticket to the Guinness factory costs 20 euro, roughly. It does depend on what time of day you go. That does include a free pint of Guinness at the end of your tour, and it also includes the taste test that you get to do during the tour. One other thing I should mention is that you need to book your tours ahead of time. We waited to book ours until the day before, and there was only about one time slot available on the day that we wanted to see it. So make sure you go ahead and book that at least a week in advance to make sure you can do it at a time that's convenient for you and fits with the other things that you want to see that day.
And be sure to go up and enjoy the rooftop bar at the very top of the storehouse, where you can get your free pint and lounge and relax and see a complete 360 view of Dublin. It was very, very crowded up there when we went, but still really beautiful and fun to see. And when you get to the top, they have several different types of beer you can have. You can get non-alcoholic, low alcohol, regular Guinness, a different type of Guinness, or you can just get a soft drink. So there's something for everybody. All in all, we are really happy with how we spent our day in Dublin. We felt like we really took advantage of the time and got to see all the sights we wanted to see, even though we were tired, but it was a very memorable day. I would say probably one of the things that we wish we'd been able to do more was just go out and walk around the city when it was busier, like when there was more of a nightlife crowd, I guess, because I think there were some other parts of Dublin that would have been really cool to explore, but we didn't really get to just because our day was so jam-packed full, and then we were so tired and went to bed. So it would have been nice to have a little extra time to walk around the streets, try some like trendy restaurants. But all in all, we're pretty happy with how it went. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. We hope that you found it helpful for planning your day in Dublin. If you did, then please like it and comment and let us know, because we'd love to hear about your travels in Ireland and visiting Dublin. Yeah, and be sure to subscribe to our channel because we post lots of travel content, and in the next few months we got great travel content coming out. So
that's right. Go hit that subscribe button.
We celebrate every subscriber.
That's right.
Thank you so much, guys. Have a good one.